Welcome to Kindling Conversations, the podcast where warmth meets wit, and four friends gather around the crackling fire of camaraderie to share stories, laughs, and insights. So grab a cup of your favorite beverage, settle into your favorite spot, and let the glow of Kindling Conversations accompany you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kindling Conversation, and a Merry Christmas to everyone. Hello, guys, I'm Ben, and I am joined by my three co-hosts.
Kyle.
Ashley.
And Caleb.
Well, here we go with the third episode.
Yeah.
Third episode.
Number 3.
We made it for the first two, guys. Woo! Let's go.
We're moving up in the world.
Hopefully by this time we have more than just us listening.
Maybe.
Hey, we're guaranteed 4 listeners every single podcast.
That is true. Yeah, I think last I checked, we've been rated 5 stars.
Yeah, I think so.
By 4 people?
Yeah.
Apple Podcast, Spotify.
Wow.
Yeah.
All 5 so far.
Look at us go.
So thank you for those 5 stars.
I don't know who those people would be to do that.
Yeah, who would rate a podcast 5 stars like ours?
People that have good taste.
That's true. That's true.
If you're listening to this podcast, you're one of those good people.
Exactly, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, should we jump into the first topic now?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's sports, so I'll let you take this, Kyle. You don't
Shohei
have to say.
Ohtani.
Yeah, you can pronounce his name
Yeah.
better.
So Shohei got signed to the Dodgers. He used to be on the Angels. Got signed to the Dodgers for $700 million.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And it's kind of a weird deal. So he's getting paid $2 million a year until 2034.
Something like $7 million a game.
Yeah. Well, it's
No.
$2 million a year
Yeah.
until 2024.
But did you-
When I did the math,
2034,
Did you hear what he did though, Kyle?
he cut his pay.
Yeah, he diverted his pay,
Yeah.
so it doesn't go against the Dodgers' cap space. So
Right.
now they signed him for this huge contract. So now the Dodgers can have all this cap space before they got to pay luxury tax
Right. Well,
because
and
he
then
deferred
after,
his.
in 2020 or 2034 on, it's like $64 million a year he's getting paid.
yeah, when I did the
After
math,
that.
he's gonna get paid it's like $500,000 a game, pretty much if you average everything out.
It's crazy.
But he's, even with the $2 million a year currently, he's still getting paid more for like sponsorships and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah, he's getting
So-
all those sponsorships and all those commercials he does.
So I'm not up on sports at all, especially baseball. Is he worth that much money?
Yes.
Yeah. He's a two-way player, so he pitches, and then he's a position player as well
Yeah.
too.
He can play out. He's a pretty good outfielder.
I think
you
he's
know.
an outfielder, yeah, but
Yeah.
he can also play DH,
But the thing
designated hitter.
that sucks
Oh.
this year is he's not going to be hitting or he's going to be hitting, but he's not going to be pitching or playing the field because he had an arm injury.
He tore his was it the UCL?
That sounds about
Is that a
right.
We-
thing?
We'd talked about it, Ashley. Was it the UCL?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
What-
like
okay,
it's a ligament in your arm that helps your bicep contract and bend your arm pretty much.
Gotcha.
You have
okay.
the same ligaments running through your knee.
So the thing is, those
What
are
the ACL is. then?
ACL, yeah.
This is the
And then there's the meniscus and there's other ones that are running into your leg.
okay, gotcha.
they're paying him all this money throughout this contract, so he's locked his contract. So even if he turns out after his injury to not be good as he was before, because that's been known to happen where players have gotten injured and they come back from an injury and they don't do as good. Like I can't think of his name now. From the Brewers, Kyle. You know what I'm
Freddie?
talking about? Nope, the big hitter. He got a knee injury. He got hit in the knee really bad.
Oh yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember his name.
I can't either now. It's
Well,
drawing a
What
blank.
do you want?
Just to put it into perspective, Caleb, Shohei's getting paid more than some teams
hitter
are
from
playing
the
are
Brewers.
paying their entire roster.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But the thing is, though, is that the Dodgers already have a bunch of players that are like that.
Yeah, they got Freddie Freeman and
Because, like in other sports, you can only have so much room to pay people. Baseball, you have that, but then if you go over it, you get a fine. But the Dodgers, they have their own they have their own TV station, and then they have their whole stadium sells out every game. So they have the money for this, what's considered a luxury tax.
Gotcha.
So they don't care and continue to buy this. So
So-
we'll see if they win.
Rowdy Tellez from the Brewers is going to the Pirates.
Is he?
Yep. He got signed today, I think.
Did you
But-
figure out who I was talking about?
Jeff Jenkins.
No, just we'll figure it out later. But
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yelich,
Christian
Christian Yelich.
Was it Yelich?
Yelich.
Yeah, because he was when he first got signed to the Brewers, he was doing really good for a
Yeah,
little
he's
bit.
kind of gone downhill
He
now.
he had hit in the knee and he hurt his knee for a while, and
Oh,
he came
that's
back
right.
and wasn't as big of a hitter then.
Acuna
what I was
came
trying to
back
say.
better for the Braves.
Yeah, there also is a case like that, but can you get any better? Can Shohei Ohtani get any better?
I don't do all,
Like-
all that man does is practice.
Like nobody can touch him.
No, I mean he eats, breathes, and sleeps like practice. Like there's
So, like,
videos.
that's all he does. Is
Yeah.
just baseball.
Yeah, that's all he does.
Because
Well, put it into perspective. He does he's not from here. He just has his teammates.
he worked a lot.
He-
He worked really hard, probably harder than some people who are in the MLB already.
Oh,
And,
easily.
This isn't his area. Maybe he's homesick and that's how he copes.
That's true.
right.
Is doing what he knows and then where his heart is at. So to get through that, he just pounds it out and focuses.
When he was playing over in Japan in the middle of a baseball game, he hit a home run, and it went through the dome.
Huh.
Like
That's crazy.
through.
it went through the roof of the dome.
Holy crap!
I mean,
Insane.
so like that ball went high.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, he's a pretty good player. No one knew where he was going. Some people thought he was going to the Blue Jays. Yeah, and then just settled for the Dodgers, which is like right next door to the Angels.
Because the Angels
You
didn't
know.
have the money to keep him, so
Right. You know,
So what you're saying is he's probably one of those players that I should buy a card for now, so that way it's worth like millions.
they're already expensive. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, but like if I hang on to it, he's gonna be like the next Babe Ruth, right? So
Some people have been
We'll see.
comparing him to Babe Ruth, actually.
really,
Is that even a
Yeah.
fair comparison?
Yeah, because there's a lot of controversy about that too, though,
Well,
because of
Babe
the
was also
rule
a two-way
changes.
player.
I don't even know much about Babe Ruth. I
Be-
just know his
Yeah,
playing
because
card is worth a lot of money.
they measure things differently now from when they measured him back then, like different
That's true.
positions. So they're saying that you can't really compare stuff.
Right.
Like they can't call him the greatest of all time pitcher because they measure where the speed of the ball is different.
Mm.
They measure in different spots, so it changes the speed.
Well, back then you had Randy Johnson.
Yeah. So it's tough to compare to older ones, but
Right.
you can and you can at the same time. Because they also play more games than Babe Ruth did back then. So
Yeah, that's fair.
How many
you
games
can't-
does baseball play a season?
Is it 142
142, something like that.
or is it 162?
I think it's in the 160s.
I think it's 162.
What's the average pay of a player?
They all differ.
It's such a big range.
But like, what's the average? I mean,
But, like even your
what's your
baseball's,
high? What's your low?
baseball is one of the highest. I think is the highest paid sport right now.
Low would be like someone in like the high A, because they get paid like next to nothing. They just kind of just play.
Is that like what the Sky Carp are?
Skycarp
Skycarp
are
are-
a high single A.
Yeah.
So they're the lowest of like, not the low. They're second lowest because rookie league is the lowest.
It's 162 games.
Okay. Yep.
Yep, I thought it was that.
So like,
Um,
so how does the progression work? You go from like
You go like
A and then
high A,
high A, and
high
then,
A to double A to triple A, to the majors or the show.
But
oh,
some people take an extra step and go college and then jump into the.
Yeah.
But you can go from college to AAA right away, or even
just
from.
depends on your skill
Yeah,
level.
it depends on your skill
Right.
level. Or you can go from high school to AAA even.
So it's not necessarily like football where you go from you have to
High
go
school,
do high
college.
school and then you go to college
because for
and then
football,
you go to the
I think you
NFL.
have to go through college.
Most
No.
Most there are
You can be
because they have
undrafted.
like Yeah, you can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Giants quarterback was undrafted.
Yeah, that's true.
I know that there's cases where you don't have to, but that's the most typical way.
Yes.
Right.
And
right?
even just
So-
because you play in college does not mean you're going to.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. No.
NFL.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Like,
No, for sure.
I think the
You still have
stats
to
are
prove
pretty
yourself.
low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be
You
like
still have to
Stetson
prove
Barrett.
yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know where I was going to go with that, honestly.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know more about football than I know about any other sport.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, I probably know more about curling than I know about football, even.
Curling.
Why? You
Sports
just
still-
outed yourself.
yeah.
Ew.
All I know about
Wait,
curling
I
is
think-
it's on ice.
And there's these giant stones you throw down
Yeah.
trying to get a bullseye.
Yeah.
That was actually interesting
So
to watch.
when Kyle and I first
uh,
started dating, we got into like watching like the Olympics, like the Olympic Games,
Yeah.
shock pudding. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We watched a couple curling and we sat there and we were like, yeah, we're gonna watch this. And I'm like, I don't even know how they score. I don't get the
well, it's
point of
closest to the
this.
center, isn't it?
Well, it is, but then you got the
That's
people
why I
that
say I
scrape
know-
the ice.
Well, yeah. But
So that's a
But
that's
first.
then
why I say I know more about
You like
it.
bump it and then it like cancels it out or something.
All I'm saying is there's less rules to keep track of.
You want to know what you two boys get into?
Volleyball.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, how
That's just
can you
because there's
not?
girls in there.
Well, no, but like
It's
volleyball's
women's
actually interesting.
Volleyball.
Volleyball's actually interesting. Like,
Those girls
Yes.
go hard.
they do like
They
the
go
speed on some of
hard.
those freaking spikes and everything.
Have you ever
man.
watched guys volleyball?
It's not as fun to watch.
I haven't.
Sexist.
I haven't actually.
Well, it's like lingerie football.
I don't. Is that like televised?
I think it
Um,
is. Yeah.
Or are you talking about Pornhub?
No,
it's an actual
so-
thing.
no, it's an actual thing. It's lingerie football. It's girls in lingerie.
That is so sexist.
They have pads on, but they wear helmets.
But
What's
these,
the-
these
what's
girls
the
volunteer to do that.
point?
Like they
Yeah.
want to do this. Like so it's not.
They sell tickets for it. Yeah.
No.
Here's my question.
It's no different
Okay,
than
I know
then
actual-
I want the football players to go out there in their underwear
See though that'd be
I'd-
that
because
would.
I'd watch that.
I'd watch it.
Okay, can we just
you
circle back to
imagine?
something real quick though?
Yeah.
What for volleyball? Like typically you go from high school, then you go play for college.
Yeah.
Where do you go after college?
Really?
Olympics?
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
yeah, the
Olympics?
Olympics.
Yeah.
It's very
Olympics is
rare.
After that, that's the only other thing.
It's really, I mean, it's the same
mean,
thing with
there-
basketball,
there are
like
things,
women's
but-
basketball. You
but
know,
there's
they
a
have
league.
the
There's
league.
the
Yes.
There's a
league.
WNBA.
There is.
Is there a league for volleyball?
I think there's a bunch of smaller leagues to go for that,
I do,
but they
yeah.
all lead to Olympics eventually if you
Yeah.
continue on to it.
Gotcha.
But it's like a stage. It's this process through to Olympics because there's 4 years between the Olympics. So I think it's through that 4 years. There's different processes.
Isn't it technically 8? Because isn't the Olympics every 4, but it's the winter every 4? and
Yeah,
then
so it's
the,
technically every 8.
Summer every 4,
Yes.
right?
Summer's like every
Yes.
2 or something.
No, it's every.
No,
it's,
no, no. I
they're
thought it
4
was
years.
I thought the Olympics
4 years
was
apart,
every
but
4.
but the summer and
They're
the
each 4 years apart.
but from a summer to a summer Olympics, it's 8. Yes,
Okay.
because it varies every other year.
Speaking of the Olympics,
2028 will be in LA.
the Winter Olympics are coming up.
Yep.
And do you know what
Next
my
year.
favorite Winter Olympic sport to watch is?
Oh, I
What?
can't wait to hear
half
this.
pipe.
Is it curling?
Bobsledding. Or
Oh.
whatever. They're like,
That one.
No,
like,
that
that's
one is yeah.
scary.
No.
Bobsledding is.
The the ski jump.
I mean, there's that, but
No,
like,
no.
Dude.
Not just any bobsledding. The one where there's literally on like a
Luge.
deluge.
yes,
yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Lusion. Yeah.
Because they're on this tiny thing going like 80 miles an hour around these curves.
Dude, I
Like,
those
swear they're going
old-
faster though. They're like,
Like,
no, I think
But
it's like
80 is fast on that little
that's
little
true.
tiny
But then,
thing.
I
Like
like-
80 is different when you're on a
and, like,
car
if you-
going on the freeway.
If you take a turn wrong, you're flying out of the thing, and half the time these things are inside of mountains. So like you're going off the thing, off the track if you turn wrong, and out of the track down a mountain.
look, I would love to try it at like a 10-mile-an-hour pace.
Bunny speed.
yeah.
Can
You
I
mean turtle?
Can I try this and can I go on like turtle speed, please?
Well,
like,
there's
you
set
know,
up-
there's no way because you're not getting around those curves.
Right.
Yeah.
But to be fair, that would be just like going to that NASCAR experience that I was just talking to you
Yeah.
about today, Kyle, and then being like, yeah, but can we just take it really, really slowly?
Can you imagine? So they have the Richard Petty experience.
Yeah, where you go and you can ride in a NASCAR around
Yeah.
the track.
So my grandpa drove around Chicagoland.
Yep.
My dad got to ride around with the instructor, and I was in the shuttle that went around.
Yeah.
But the prices these days for like an hour-long session, it's like
45
$3,000.
minutes. 45 minutes. That was on special today. It was
Yeah.
40% off on special. You still had to pay like $3,800.
That is
Yeah.
insane.
It's like six. It's like
Can you imagine just going 10 miles an
6:55?
hour? Like, I am speed! 10
paying that much.
miles an hour going
Ca-
around.
Caleb's in the car before he gets in there. I'm speed.
It's like that scene from Ricky Bobby. He's like he thinks he's going real fast. He's like, whoa, they're passing me really fast.
Caleb, at the end of it, Caleb gets out. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. No, you're
but
not, Caleb.
That's what like losing at 10 miles an hour I feel like would be is going in a NASCAR. And
Being in that full suit, like the tracks, like the skin tight suit, the helmet, everything, 10 miles an hour.
Well, the luge sleds remind me of like the
I
old
can see
wooden
Caleb
sleds.
doing that.
They remind me of like the old wooden sleds with like the metal
No,
rails
no,
on
no.
them.
They remind me of the little saucer
yes.
sleds.
Saucers were
No.
round and
Yeah.
Yeah, saucers
Oh, I
were-
see. The
No,
little
he's
wooden ones
talking
with like
about, like,
the
little
red
wooden-
rails on the
yeah.
bottom.
The old
Yeah.
style. Like,
And then
Yeah.
they're just like tucked in on their straight
They just
stiff.
lay on their back.
But that is definitely one of my favorite sports to watch.
Is
in the
there a-
Winter Olympics?
is
Just
there a-
because I'm like, "Ooh, that's cool.
Is there a brake on those things, or are they just going at full speed?
No, I think
just-
their brake is like their foot. I think they have
Because-
something
yeah.
out
Because I know on the actual bobsleds, there's an actual brake they
Yeah,
can put down.
Bob said there's like a lever. Yeah.
No, I think on those where they're like on their feet, I think it's something on their feet. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
for
that's
sure.
great. Just watch my foot get caught in the thing, get ripped off.
Well, I don't think they start braking until they're on the final stretch straightaway. Like,
No, I think they start braking on
Yeah.
the turns. You can't take those turns at full speed.
Well,
You're
no,
gonna go out.
They
to be
use
fair,
the
they're like
banking.
they're 3/4 pipe pretty much.
They
Yeah,
use
I
the banking.
understand that, but
So,
They use the banking to turn though.
I understand that, but you
know.
still have to like lean and I don't know. I don't know.
It's
I
too
don't know.
complicated for me. I'd rather just watch.
I enjoy watching people risk their lives for what? I don't know.
I always liked watching Shaun White though do like the half pipe
Oh,
and
that's
stuff like
sick.
that. You know those tricks on like the snowboard? So cool.
yeah.
Um,
What's your favorite Winter Olympic to watch though?
Ooh.
Like sport?
Too bad they don't have ice fishing. Otherwise, I'd choose ice fishing.
there's a lot of
You
good
would.
ones. Like I like watching the half pipes.
Yeah, those are pretty
the
cool.
Ski jumps just because they get insane air.
Oh yeah.
Like they seemingly just fly.
The ski races, or I don't know what that's called exactly.
Oh, the slaloms. Whatever.
Yeah, the slaloms. Those are pretty cool.
Those are cool.
I kind of like the freestyle,
Hockey. They got hockey.
the freestyle mountain events where there's a bunch of jumps on the mountain as they're going down a mountain.
Yep.
Yeah. I another one that's like interesting, and I think it's a sport, but I know they do it at the Winter Olympics. Is the like figure skating?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Your talent you have to have with some of them.
Oh, I know.
Like the men and the women. Like, wow,
speed skating.
speed skating.
Look at that, the
Speed
massive
skating.
calves. Like it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
all leg. Like
Well,
there's
you
no
have
upper
to.
body into it at all. It's 100% leg.
Do you have a favorite sport, Ashley,
Yeah.
at the Winter Olympics?
I mean, I like the figure skating. I don't know. I'll sit and watch them.
But you don't really have like a favorite.
No.
You know what they should do? Winter volleyball.
Disney on Ice. Oh.
Ow.
Winter
That would be
volleyball.
rough.
I
Kyle,
might pay to see
Did you
that.
hear that the next Summer Olympics is in France? They're not doing baseball
Why?
because France doesn't. I don't know. They don't do baseball,
What?
so they're not doing. They don't because France doesn't have a baseball stadium. So, yeah, the next baseball in the Olympics will be in LA.
That's so weird.
Well, they don't have a base. I don't understand it either. But they're not doing it.
They should have a dog Olympics.
They have the puppy Super Bowl.
Well, I know they have that.
Puppy Bowl.
You guys
Puppy
should.
Bowl.
You guys should register Mocha.
She's too old.
No, it's like dogs that are for adoption.
Yeah, it's like rescue dogs.
Well,
Yeah.
we would be
Like-
launching those dogs.
Plus, Mocha is like, don't leave me alone where I don't know. So she would like whine and cry.
that's
And she'd
fair.
probably smash some of those puppies.
That's fair, but still, I mean, she'd be cute on
Yeah.
TV.
She's
Just-
okay.
She'd be the dog that lays down in the end zone and just lays there.
That's I could see that.
She would just lay down and just start whining.
She literally could have a bowl full of food, bowl full of water, treats and toys galore, and she will just stare at you and do this little. And you're like, what the fuck do you want? And I try petting her, and she like paws at you. And I'm like, you want to go outside? Nothing. Just stands there. Like, no, this isn't really what I wanted. We come back inside, do the same thing over again. When I was doing like during COVID for homeschool because of COVID, worst thing ever. I would want to do my schoolwork at my parents' house because she was horrible. Going through my master's online was horrible. I couldn't even get through a 112 question test without her wanting something. Attention, really.
You know what this is
Gotta-
the perfect transition into? The mocha moment of the week.
Sorry, I just had to. I wanted to use it for something.
Just gotta play with this fancy
What would you
board.
say is her mocha moment of the week?
Are we talking funny? Yes.
It's whatever you guys want.
Yeah, what do you
Anything.
what do you got?
You want to go the funny route today? Do you want to go a serious route?
Okay. Let's do it the most recent one. So, I made Ashley a deal that when we got a house, our first Christmas, we could have a real Christmas tree. You know, sounds all fun and stuff. Come home yesterday and there's pine needles all over the floor.
Uh-oh.
We didn't know why. Like,
I did.
look,
No.
no. Let me talk. It looked like someone took side of the tree and just fluffed a bunch of needles off. Right?
I think I know why.
And like I was like, okay, maybe she got under there, whatever. Whatever. And then we get to last night. We go to
Back
to
it
bed.
up, though. Back it up because Kyle told me about this when I got home from work. And my mind instantly, I was like, yeah, she was probably drinking the sap water because sap is sugary. So she probably figured out that, hey, that water tastes dang good. Because, like, if anybody out there that has a dog and you have a
Or
real
cat.
Christmas tree or a cat, they will lick that sugary water. That's what they like. It's like just sugar water. And so she probably figured that out and enjoyed herself. Okay, whatever. She got underneath there. She's not a small dog. And so I was like, oh, yep, probably got underneath there, drink some of the sugar water, whatever.
So we didn't really think too much of it. And then we go to bed, and Ashley goes on her side of the bed, and there's puke on the floor,
Like I pretty much step in it.
and that there's pine needles in the puke.
Was she
And-
eating it?
It's not like I would have seen it because when I come home from work, I don't just like to have noticed it. You have to walk on Ashley's side of the bed.
Oh.
Like you can't see it. Like,
Yeah.
you can't see it from the
It was
door.
like tucked between the wall and the bed.
Yeah. So, she must have went over there after she drank it, got sick, and it sat there. There's no way for me to have seen that when I come home from work. Like, I don't intentionally walk over on
Right.
that side,
Right.
So, yeah, we had to spend time cleaning that. Well, yeah, I had to give you paper towels and find the cleaner for you.
I already had the cleaner. I already had the paper towels. I had
made me
the
get
bag.
alcohol.
I had you get the alcohol. That took
Yeah.
you how much out of the hour that I took cleaning our carpet, our new carpet, so it would not stain?
20 minutes. But, yeah.
Not
hour, I guess.
even. And then on
Yeah,
top
not even
of it,
20 minutes, exactly.
it was more. And because on top of it, I had to clean up the drink that spilt in the living room.
Hey, this segment is about mocha, not you guys.
Hey, she wrote up her drink. I mean, but yes.
Because you tried to clean it with four fucking
Mocha-
paper towels.
Mocha decides to drink the water from the Christmas tree
I
and then get sick.
do not think it's a bad thing. She's a dog. She's going to experiment with those type of things.
Right.
It's not going to stop me from getting a real Christmas tree any other year.
No, I know.
I grew
I'm
up
just
with a
saying.
dog that did the exact same thing.
Right.
After she passed, we got 2 cats. One of them does the exact same thing.
They
Right.
both do it.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but like that's the Mocha moment. And then she gets herself sick,
I mean,
Yeah.
I have IBS. I will definitely eat cheese, and I will eat all my trigger foods that make me sick.
Well, this is about Mocha. not you.
Just saying.
So
She will do things that also make her sick.
exactly, because that's the mocha moment. So yeah, that's I think that's pretty much it for that.
So should we go into the idiot of the week? I don't know.
That's the one.
There you go. I like that.
That's the right one.
So, this week, our idiot of the week, some dumb people out there. Florida man gets agitated by neighborhood Christmas parade and fires off several gunshots. There was alcohol involved with this. The guy was drunk. So there's just this parade of people going around celebrating Christmas, and this guy just decides to come out of his house and just starts shooting, I guess, because
So was he
it was
shooting
aggravating him.
at the people?
He was just really pumped.
He didn't shoot anybody, but he was charged with, I think it was
Discharging a firearm.
Yeah, I mean,
He
it
just
was
did a few desk pops.
reckless discharge of a firearm and use while under the influence of alcohol, and also 6 counts of agitative assault with a firearm. So he never really killed
so were
anybody
these like
with it.
carolers? Like, I'm imagining this was like a group
No, it's
of
like a
carolers.
Christmas parade. So it was like floats and everything, and people.
Oh, it was a whole ass parade.
Oh yeah, it was a whole
Yeah.
parade.
Yeah,
But he got agitated by it and decided to come out and just start shooting, I guess.
he just
Which-
did a few desk pops. Boom, boom, boom.
Not to defend him, but some people just don't get into the Christmas spirit. Christmas for them
But you
is
don't need to come out a
Was-
gun and start shooting.
Imagine if he was
But-
dressed up in the Grinch costume.
That was
alcohol
perfect.
makes you do some things you probably wouldn't do and all this stuff. But like, no, I do agree. If you don't like Christmas, then stay inside, shut your blinds, and mind your business.
Mind your P's and Q's.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
damper on everybody else's happiness just because you're
I don't know.
sad.
Personally, I love Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
I love Christmas.
I wouldn't go outside and just start
Why?
shooting my gun.
Why do you love Christmas?
I-
Like, what about it gets your pickle pink?
Whoa!
Can we talk about that phrase for a
Whoa!
second? Like,
Red Rocket.
never
Red
heard
Rocket.
that. Yeah, right.
Holy cow!
What is that saying?
You've never
Wow.
heard that?
No.
I don't want to hear it again.
What gets your did you say
Pickle pink?
Pickle pink?
Pickle pink.
Yeah.
That just
What?
sounds
What do you mean?
wrong.
So pretty much
Where'd you get that from?
what I take it as is like what gets you joyful and like your blood boiling of happiness.
What-
She
Tickles
means
your
what
pickle.
gets your dick hard.
No.
Whoa!
Whoa.
What tickles your pickle?
that's the thing.
All right. So
What wets your willy?
Now we're just going down a rabbit hole.
so
How many different things can we find for it?
yeah. Christmas is just a, not to quote a song, but a wonderful time of the year. It's the most
The
wonderful.
most
Cliche.
wonderful
Um,
time.
But no, I think for me what it is like, it's the season of giving, right? And I love giving.
You also love receiving, don't you? That was not. That was not that meant a joke. I was just saying that you're
That was not
greedy.
that.
I'm just trying to say that you're greedy, and
We're keeping that in.
I'm just saying that you're greedy is what I was trying to say. I wasn't trying to say that. I was just trying to say that.
Kyle had to push away his microphone.
I wasn't saying that, but you guys took it that way.
So,
Well, the way you say it, you like receiving too, don't you? Like,
I mean,
oh my!
How are you going to
God.
recover?
I'm not trying to call you gay. You told me not to. I'm not trying to.
Under the bus.
right?
Oh my god!
So I like receiving gifts. Sure, who doesn't, right?
I just like
But-
not spending my own money.
But like, no, I love giving gifts. I love the joy it brings people. Like, when I have given gifts, like this year, when I gave Kyle and Ben each their gift, like they both were genuinely excited, and I loved seeing the excitement from their face, right? But then more to it, I think for me is like one of the traditions I've always done every year is Christmas Eve. My family gets together, like my whole family, my mom's side and us, and we get together at my grandma's house and we do like a Christmas Eve celebration. And so, like, there's that aspect of it too. You know, I think that's why I love Christmas so much, is because it's one of the few times in the year that, like, my family gets together fully, kind of, you know, and we get to be like a big family. And then also,
Yep.
I just love seeing the reactions people give when you give a gift. I
Yeah.
mean,
Right.
Thanks. An avocado. Oh, an avocado. Thanks.
I feel like
He said it
Ashley does that
backwards.
so much better.
Fine, do it,
An
Ashley.
avocado. Thanks.
So why do you like Christmas, Ashley?
Because my love language is like acts of like kindness and stuff. And so like when I give a gift that like I have remembered from like April or June or July or something that somebody mentioned and I've been waiting for this moment to give it for that like to them, and like me giving it, I'm like in my like myself. I'm like I listened to you. I took notice months ago and I got it for you. Um and I just like knowing that like if I get something myself and it's something that I've mentioned months ago, whatever, that somebody like valued what I said and took into account that that act of listening was very kind, and I just feel like very appreciative.
Okay.
All right.
What about you, Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle. What about you?
I don't know. I like the family aspect, like, getting with family, having laughs, sharing stories. Yeah, there's the gifts portion, but just spending time with family, like maybe some family members you don't see, but a couple times a year. I just like just catching up sometimes, having dinner with them, or even just spending a couple hours with them. It can mean a whole lot. So that's kind of what I enjoy about it. Ben?
Ben?
Oh, what do I like Christmas? 'Cause I like getting gifts. I'm joking.
But you do like receiving.
He only likes.
I do like getting gifts. Getting gifts, not receiving. Getting gifts. But I also like it because get together with family. Never a dull moment with my family. Some good memories
Nope.
made. We get together at dinner table, talk about some very interesting stuff with all my cousins and stuff.
Mistletoe.
Yes, there's that happens too, Kyle. Kyle's a very memorable Christmas with my family.
Yeah.
And it's just fun because, like I said, many things happen at conversations that, yeah. I think we had a whole on health class at one point at one of our dinners.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, yeah, I'm not in the least bit surprised.
And never any of our dinners, we just continued talking about it. And yeah.
So I think that our fans should go on either TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and we want to see what everybody's reason for Christmas and why they like it, what their reason is.
I'll even
Well-
throw a poll in the podcast
Yeah.
of like, let
Yeah.
us know why you love Christmas.
What we should do is clip
Yep.
this, and we should put it and comment on that post.
We
when
should
you hear
do
this
a
clip.
reverse Q&A
Uh,
where we ask the question, they answer.
So on that note, New Year's is next week then.
mm-hmm.
So what is everybody's favorite, like either New Year memory or like New Year's tradition?
Right.
Mm.
Or
We can do both. Let's do your favorite memory and then your favorite tradition.
Or-
Sure thing.
your New Year's resolution as well.
Let's do all three.
All three.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, everybody. So let's start off with what is your favorite New Year memory?
Favorite New Year memory has to be last year when I went to the bar with y'all and I got so drunk that I ended up looking at the underside of the table at the bar.
Yeah, and that's when you also broke my gate because you like rammed into it like you forgot how to open up a gate.
That was like the second time I broke your.
The first time was your birthday party when you jumped on it.
Yeah.
Thinking he was all cool and snazzy for a girl.
Just be happy there's no gate at this house now.
It's true.
He'd probably fall off the one step to get up inside.
Yeah, that's my favorite memory.
My favorite is probably when we were younger and we would do like our family would have a New Year party at like each year it changed house. And all of us cousins, we would like say like Happy New Year's. Everybody like decorated, got all into it. They're very good memories of that time.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if I really have a favorite. Like, growing up, me and my mom and my dad, always had like snacks or something. We'd just kind of spend the day just lounging. We'd always watch the ball drop, at Times Square. But I think if I did have a favorite, I'd probably be last year, just because we were all having fun. We were at the bar. Everyone there was really friendly. And I mean, just like, when New Year's did hit, I mean, everyone was, having a good time. It was just really enjoyable, So I'd say that'd probably have to be my, one of my favorites. So.
Okay. I think my favorite is last year. I wasn't drinking, and so I had to drive my mom, Kyle, and Ashley home to Kyle's house. I think Caleb, were you?
Yeah, Caleb was
Caleb
with.
followed us though.
No,
You followed, didn't you?
I was
Caleb
not
was
driving.
plastered.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
was not driving. I got a ride from you guys.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
Kyle, it was snowed that year, and Kyle went to go step out, and we were like, Kyle, when you step out, be careful. It's slippery. Oh, all right, I'll be careful. I'll be careful. Steps out, boom, right to the ground he goes, right on his butt.
Yeah.
And then so
Eat it.
Ashley gets out, helps him up, and then we sat there for another probably 5 to 10 minutes of Kyle just talking to us through the window because he would not shut up. I'm like, yeah, Kyle, we're gonna get going now. Well, here's this guys, and start talking about something else. Well, we're gonna get going now, Kyle. Ashley's like, come on, Kyle.
There's
Come,
always something
Kyle.
to talk about when you're drunk.
No, there's not.
There always.
You are a
There
very.
always
Talk
is.
about me being talking when I'm drunk. You're just as bad.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh no, Kyle. I
You're
remember.
just as bad.
I remember some drunk stories from you.
I,
I mean, there was that one year though that he wasn't talking, and that I physically had to help him into the house.
Well, he was.
was that the banquet?
That was the banquet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally had to help you into the house because I followed you guys.
Yeah, that's when he followed.
That's when Caleb
Yeah.
showed up and like
That was
30
last
minutes before
year's.
bar
Yeah.
close. Last call.
Last call, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I will tell you what, I am very thankful that Caleb showed up when he showed up because there was no way that I was getting Kyle inside that house by
I
myself.
would have helped you if Caleb didn't come, but Caleb showed up, so
I mean, Caleb just grabbed him and just boom, 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 right on the bed and was like, there you go, Ashley, see you later. And I'm like, thanks.
All you
Like-
gotta do is drop me on the bed and I'm out.
Had to
Yeah, that's
take
what
off
happened.
Kyle's shirt, push
Should've
him
just left
up.
Should have just left him in the clothes.
I should have just left him outside to
Take
sleep.
my contacts out.
All right, so let's move into favorite New Year's tradition.
Snacks.
Ashley, why don't you start us off with this one?
Hmm.
We're going out of order.
I know.
I think my
rebel.
favorite New Year's tradition is just we always try and plan something. Let it be like, what was it? Going from 2020 to 2021, we
And
had
And half the time is last minute and thrown together.
yeah, but it's always fun. Like
Oh yeah.
I think that's my favorite one. It's
Goes
just
back to the never a dull moment with this group.
having it at the house, having people over, having the snacks and the drinks, and just everybody.
Ross walking
Enjoying.
over in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just the
And then
stories
Candy
that we
Full of Racing
get.
Top.
And then my favorite is probably waking up New Year's Day with everybody still in the house, like everybody's feeling the same. Like we're all like, hey.
Don't we usually have like
Ooh.
a big breakfast too?
Yeah, I think the one year we went out to Sammy's.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah, we probably did.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be a cool
I feel like that
tradition
was
to
last
start.
year that we actually went out to Sammy's.
I didn't go. Oh, did I? Yeah, I think I met you guys there.
If we actually get our appliances in by then, I say this year, like New Year's morning, we just make like a big ass breakfast.
No, it's better to go somewhere.
I think
You
with
think
the
so?
state that we usually all are in on New
Yeah,
Year's
the
Day,
way that things have gone, waking up and me cooking eggs,
even if
hash
it was
browns,
you or me,
biscuits
Kyle,
and
like,
gravy.
No, that's just not gonna happen.
Kyle, you barely are functional that whole day.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd rather pay somebody a little bit extra
put some
and
more thought
tip.
into it, then realized, yeah, that's not a good idea.
See, one thing I don't understand is how people can be like mean drunks. Because like when I get drunk, I'm like the happiest person in the world.
Same.
So
like-
I'm similar. I'm happy until I'm depressed.
You're an emotional.
Emotional as fuck.
Yeah, I'm happy. Like I'm
You'll
happy.
be happy.
Yeah.
Woo, and then all of a sudden
And then-
it'll be like a shift straight down, and I will just get
Next
really.
you know, he's
really-
crying over some girl that he never had a chance with, and blah blah.
Well, no, it's
He'll
not
be
usually
happy.
that. It'll just be some random,
Yeah.
something random.
He'll be
I was just calling
happy.
out something random.
And then we'll like lose track of him. And we're like, where's Caleb? We'll walk out and he's just crying. And we're like, what the fuck happened?
He's like, no, I'm
He's
good.
like,
I'm good.
Nothing, man. He's like,
Don't worry
I'm just
about it.
drunk.
That guy helped his wife out to the car.
Like,
Yeah, that was super sweet of him, you know.
Nothing to cry about.
oh man. But like, at least he ain't like a mean drunk where he starts like
No,
breaking
no,
shit.
I'd rather have an emotional drunk over a mean drunk any day.
Oh yeah.
I'll
I
start,
can handle the tears and Kayla being like,
Yeah.
nobody will love me.
or there's like it just really depends too what I'm drinking, because there's sometimes where I just go up and I'm like, have I ever told you, man, how much I just fucking love you, man? You're like
Yeah.
my best friend.
You came to me that one time. I don't know what we were doing. You couldn't be like, you're just such a great friend. We gave each other crap, and we just keep on going.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right, Caleb.
But I'm speaking the truth. Like,
I think you
be
you told my
honest.
dad that one time or something like that. You came to my
I'm pretty
dad
sure
and
I've
was
told
like,
Ken some things.
Oh man.
I don't know.
I
Kyle,
worry
though.
about you.
Kyle though.
Tradition?
Favorite tradition.
Just eating snacks. Like eating snacks. Like
We can tell by looking
You
at
know.
you that you like eating snacks.
Oof.
not anymore.
Not anymore, no.
No?
40 pounds later, man.
Since when?
What do you mean since when?
Like, what's the time frame in the 40 pounds?
Oh man.
I would say since the spring.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, since the spring. I would say probably after my birthday,
I mean,
going into June, July.
it's gotten to the point where I keep having to buy a new belt, and then I keep having to add extra holes to the belt.
Hey, when you have to add extra
know-
holes and buy a smaller belt, that's always good feeling.
Dude, it's. I mean, this one I bought this one at the state fair, and I've already added 2 holes, and I got to add
you go.
more.
Wow.
So either the belt is stretching, or I just keep losing weight. But like, the one thing that sucks about losing weight is that none of your pants fit,
Right.
and they're too big.
So let me ask you this. If you want to expose yourself, what size pants are you wearing right now?
Was it 30, 38,
38, 32.
Yeah. I
I
used
want
to
to
be.
be in that size.
I used to be a 44, I think.
Yeah.
44,
That's
32.
so I'm like in that awkward phase between 42 and 44 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just it really depends on the brand and the type of jeans.
Man, I
Right.
think you're almost around the same pant size I am now.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it,
actually
wear-
impressive.
I wear longer though.
Because I mean, like, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
you're
Ben.
good.
But like, have you been going to the gym? Have you been working out? Like, was it just work? Like,
I want,
It's work. I mean, we started choosing to eat healthier.
yeah.
I mean,
I don't really eat sweets.
no.
I mean, the only sweets I'm, eating is like fudge, but that's like, that my grandma gave me. But
And it's like, it's in moderations. Like, I think during COVID, oh, Caleb's got a bag.
yeah, the worst was probably like during COVID and
Yeah.
stuff.
When some people got really motivated to work out, Kyle and I were like, oh, we're going to be home. Let's
I mean-
order out.
Who didn't do that? I did.
And
that
we
same
had a
thing.
dog, to take care of too.
Yeah.
So like we were always home with her. You know.
You got a best friend.
And I
now?
mean, like,
Mocha.
since we got the house too, we would go on like a mile plus walk
Yeah.
around the town, and then Kyle joined the fire department.
Yeah, I mean,
And I think,
You know.
and it's really helped with his CPAP, and his sleep apnea. He's
Yeah.
just,
Because it is,
Well-
I know there is science behind it. If you don't get enough sleep, you will gain weight because of your
Yeah.
body's
and I
stressed
think
out.
at first too, Kyle, when I said something to Kyle, like, you're looking like you're losing weight. He's like, no, no, no. And then we went and saw his mom, and she kept mentioning to him, like, are you losing weight? What are you doing? Like, are you okay? Are you healthy? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. I mean, he chose very healthy lunches and stuff. And
Yeah,
he
like-
switched.
I pace myself on like the amounts that I eat too.
Mhm.
So like before, like I would eat like a whole pizza, or
Yeah.
even more. And like I've been making the portions smaller so I have leftovers. So like it actually saves money, and like you're not eating all that at one sitting either.
Right. Right.
So
No, I'm just curious because I just started going to the gym at the beginning of December,
Mhm.
and so I'm wondering, like, what other active things can I change besides just going to the gym? I'm trying to cut out soda. It hasn't worked as well as I've been hoping.
We did that for a while.
yeah,
I did that. I cut out soda
Yeah.
for a whole month.
Yeah, like,
No soda at all.
I think one of my biggest tricks is like water. So like
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have that gallon of water,
yeah.
and like I drink that throughout the whole day.
If you
Okay.
can't
You
drink
know.
water plain, throw the water to zero sugar water flavorings into it. That's what I do. and
No,
drink
I
the water 'cause of
love
that.
water. Like, I really do. But
They have these
soda-
packets. It's a not your father's root beer,
yeah,
Oh,
and it tastes just like the soda,
with
but
all the
it's-
extra sugars and.
but it's sugar free.
okay.
You put it in like a bottle of water, mix it. I mean, it tastes just like root beer.
I've actually been doing. I've had like 3 days in the last probably 2 weeks now that I've actually been doing no soda. Where I actually I've only had like 3 days where I've actually drank soda.
That's good.
Otherwise, I'm drinking coffee for my caffeine and water. Just as a
Mhm.
supplement, just so that
Yep.
I'm putting something in my body.
Yep.
But
And it just starts little. You don't have to, like, everybody thinks that you have to, like, calorie cut super fast. And
well, that's actually worse for you, I've heard.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually worse.
Yep.
Because like if you cut too many calories out of
Because
your
your body
diet,
goes
then
into
what
panic mode.
yeah,
and
'cause it
starts
doesn't know what's
eating
going on.
Bad, the good stuff that it should
So-
not.
And I know, and like Kyle did not do that. He just started switching healthier options, more protein,
Yeah.
and then just cutting down the portion size.
When you're
Protein,
working out, high
a
rep,
lot.
low weight.
A lot of fruits and vegetables too.
Yes.
Like I've learned to really like green or orange and yellow pepper.
Mhm.
Like I like green pepper if it's cooked in something, but like orange and yellow pepper is more of like a mild taste.
Mhm.
Dip that in ranch or something. I mean, there was a good couple weeks. Like I'll buy baby carrots and I'll take them to work and just eat those for like a snack if I'm
Yeah.
feeling
Okay.
hungry.
Okay.
I mean, I buy like a little thing of ranch or something to put like a little bit on there. I mean, I'll have that for
Dude,
lunches sometimes. I
I
mean,
just love carrots raw, man. They're so good.
yeah,
I love
they're
yeah.
really
some
good for
cooked
you.
carrots.
Cooked carrots. Oh,
Sucker for those.
the only problem I have with cooked carrots is what I really love with cooked carrots is the brown sugar glaze that some people
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that's not healthy for you.
No.
Or the oranges or cuties.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh yeah. Strawberries or blueberries?
oh strawberries, I love them.
Blueberries, I can put so many of those down.
Like how we got off on a tangent.
I was
I'll
gonna say I think
only
we got off on just a little bit of a tangent.
I'll only
there.
eat blueberries and like.
Hey guys,
pancakes.
I don't think fruits and vegetables we like was on our agenda.
It wasn't.
Okay, so Ben, did you answer the question
has
of what's your
not.
favorite New Year's tradition? Is that what we're on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
tradition still.
Wow, we got
only,
way off.
only you and
topic.
Kyle have answered so far.
We got
so-
way off topic. I don't know.
I mean, we have the same family,
Yeah.
so
Kind of around the same thing, just the planning. Because some years we go bowling, some years we've just gone out to the bar and enjoyed ourselves.
yeah.
The bowling one's always fun because you're just doing something else besides just sitting around all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess just the planning and going to do something every New Year's pretty much. Some years we're at the house, one of our houses as our family members, and celebrate there. But so I guess it's just the being around family and celebrating.
Very nice.
Caleb?
My tradition for years has been going to my cousin's house, and he has a little bit of a party out there at his house, and it's like my family and everything, and that was really fun. But I gotta say, probably my favorite as of late has been actually hanging out with you guys on New Year's Eve, and getting to spend some time with you guys.
See, our family's just
I think
fun.
the best thing ever was last year
Yeah.
when everybody's saying like Happy New Year, and then Caleb just started taking selfies with all of Ben and I's family members. Like he's known them his entire life. And
Was it
Like-
fucking last year when the DJ was like hitting on you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But-
He had no shame.
No.
That's where I want Caleb to be. Just
Well-
walking around like, hey.
I'm sure like he did come over because at one point I did take my beanie off. And he came over and he's like I just want to let you know you're strong, you're beautiful, and all that stuff. I've been around the block with me being bald. I know where this is going, and I feel horrible every single time.
Everyone thinks you have cancer.
Everyone thinks I have cancer. So he's like, "Oh, I had like a brain cancer, and I beat it. I just got my port taken out." And I'm like, "Dude, like I am so sorry. My immune system just hates me. We're on different levels. We're like cancer and alopecia. We're like cousins, like third cousins. We you cannot compare me. Like, go you. I'm so glad you beat it. So glad your port's out. I'm praying for you." But like I can't relate.
Yeah, I always kind of feel bad because sometimes me and Ashley will be out, and like there was one time there was like some older woman that came up to Ashley, and she's like, "I am so sorry," and was like apologizing. She's like, "My daughter went through it, this and that," and Ashley's like, "I have alopecia,"
And they're like, "You have what?"
Well, some people like it's actually becoming known now. I've
Oh.
been at the hospital and random people will be like, "Do you have alopecia?" And I'm like, yes." Like crazy. You people know what that is. When back 2, 3, 4 years ago, nobody hardly knew what it was unless you experienced
even 2
it.
years, because I know it's become a lot more popular in like 2 years.
Yeah.
And some celebrities
Right.
have had it and have talked
Yep.
about it. And
Well, yeah, there's a few movies we've watched where like there was like a male actor.
Yep.
He had alopecia. I mean, you could tell. There's been a few like people. There's some athletes that have it.
yeah.
I mean, you're starting to see them more and more.
I think
And
it's not
I
that
didn't really know what it was till I met Ashley. And
I don't-
like. I had to ask her when we first, started talking. I was like, so like, I don't want to bring it up, but and she's like, oh, it's alopecia. And
I
so
jumped the gun because I knew.
I had to Google it because like I didn't really know, and I Googled it. I'm like, oh, okay, like wasn't a problem for me or anything, but it was a nice little learning curve. So yeah,
But yeah, that was that year that he
Yep.
hit on me and my aunt.
Yeah. And I just want to point out, circling back to me taking pictures or selfies with Ashley's family, it was like
Ben's.
everybody. Huh?
I said, and Ben's family.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just kind of a side part.
No. It's my family.
But no, for real, like taking the pictures, I was doing it with everyone, and I was actually very honored to be invited out with your family. Like
We
I know it
are
sounds-
the high class.
I know it
You
sounds
guys invite out to
stupid.
one
We
thing,
are
I'll
the
feel special.
Costco of families.
To be
Package
fair,
deals.
I've been invited to more things than just one. But no, like I
You're
was,
working your way up into events more and more.
You're lucky you're
I-
invited to the wedding.
Oof.
Ooh,
If you weren't in it, I don't think you'd be invited.
Yikes.
ooh.
That's hurtful. Like that hurts me right here in the heart.
Just kidding.
No, but like
Hunter would have had to take your spot.
um
Isn't he already in the wedding?
Well, yeah, but I'm the best man, so
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, like I was actually very like honored that you guys like even asked me to come out and hang out with your family like that. That meant a lot to me, and I don't know if you guys realize that.
You have to
but,
work your way in to come out with our family.
Like that was the moment where I was like, I made it.
Yeah, but are you going to be invited again?
See, that's I don't know. I don't know what kind of impression I made last year.
It also helps that Caleb gets along with your guys' family as well too.
Yeah.
So
You know?
to be fair, and I think I mentioned this after the first or second like get together that I actually went to with your family. I think it was a graduation party and something else, but like
probably
your
my
family?
graduation party.
yeah, but
Mhm.
your
My
family
high
is
school.
very much like what my family's like fun, goofy, like no shame kind of type family, and that's very much like how my family is. So like I just felt right at home,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
even though I'm really only there because Kyle's dating you, is marrying you, but
Like when any of us like get any of our cousins or anybody gets like a boyfriend or girlfriend, or it's like you have to make sure that this person actually likes you before you bring them around the family. You have to like date them for a month and be like, all right, I guess I'll bring them around.
Oh, I will tell you what, I was so scared to bring Kyle to like our family's Sunday dinner.
And then Kyle just like fit right in. Next thing you know,
Yeah.
And
then
now
at Christmas,
if I show up without him, my grandpa is like, what'd you do with him? Where is he? And I'm like,
Did you kill him?
Papa, he can stay at home. And he goes, what'd you do? Like, this is not my fault.
It's
what'd
always
you
her
do?
fault.
What'd
and
you
Ashley
do?
walks in and everyone's like, oh, where's Kyle? And Ashley's like, hey guys, I'm here.
It's me, Ashley.
Yeah.
The forgotten about one now. Since Kyle's
Right.
here.
All right, so we're recapping.
Oh my god!
Conspiracy of the week from the deep state. So I did some more research into the deep space, state, not space, state, and I figured out that the deep state is an organization that secretly runs the government through the politicians. So the politicians are just like the face of it, like I said last week, but it's like a group of people that slowly run it. It's like members from the FBI, but they're also all in the government some way. So it's like members from the FBI. It's like the elite people. So a lot of the rich people, they're paying off these politicians to run it the way they want it to be ran.
And are we talking like director of the FBI, director of the CIA, director of the
president.
NSA, the president, like all these people?
The president's part of the according to
Governors.
what it is. The president's part of one of the puppets. It's more of like you said, the director of FBI,
So who's
other rich people like Elon Musk or someone
mean,
like that. Like they're paying
who's the puppets then? Just like all of the Senate and the
all of like the
Congress
politicians
and-
up there. Yeah.
I mean, do you really
All the-
think Joe
yeah.
Biden would be able to?
Because like I said, there's a bunch of old people that can barely walk and can barely know their
Yeah.
name. Or they say there's like that's the theory behind it is that
So-
they put these they want people who they can control really easily, and that's why they just keep electing old people
So
because they can control them better. Because
you know what this sounds like to me, right?
What?
Is something we already know about in our government, and that is like PACs, which means if I donate a lot of money to you, right? Like I'm gonna lobby. It's
100%.
lobbyists,
Yes,
right?
100%.
Pay your way in.
Like yeah, you're kind of paying for a certain amount of
Yeah.
legislation and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So my question would be: Are we talking about lobbyists? Because yeah, there's some corruption within the lobbyists that already exists and we know about. But are we? Is that what we're talking about with this deep space or whatever it's
Deep
called?
state,
Deep state.
shadow government. Not really. It's a little different.
Because it's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, but with the lobbyist theory, the politicians are still making the decisions.
Well, yeah.
With the deep state, they don't make a single decision. They are told every single move they do, every little thing they do in public. They have no control. Like they cannot state their own opinion. Like their
Is this-
their opinions
So what
is
happens?
literally
Are
what
they like
the
mind
deep
controlled,
state wants us
or do
to
they have like a earpiece, or like how
Is their
how are
brain
they
rewired?
how are they influenced?
It's just because they're saying they're old people, so they're really easy to
Manipulate.
pay off and manipulate, and so they just keep electing old people because they can manipulate them and they know how to do it.
Okay.
And so they're just like a shell. They're looking for just people who are a shell or are
So
really dumb.
what happens if these people do break off and do have their own opinion?
They probably die, as in any conspiracy
I'd
theory.
say they disappear probably, and
Like,
they also,
oh
they have-
man,
they also have a heart attack or something,
Billy Joe died of old age. How? What a
or
shame.
or like past presidents, they're assassinated. Because the John F. Kennedy stuff, people are saying that he was assassinated by the deep state because he tried to go off.
CIA.
What was that?
CIA got it. Killed him.
Yeah, but like the CIA is part of the deep state. Like there's people on the CIA who are part of the deep state.
That's fair.
And not like these whole organizations are part of the deep state. It's just
the
certain
higher up
people,
officials?
not even higher up, just certain people out of those.
Oswald was just a cover.
Some of them
like
are some of them are higher up, some of them are not.
Pretty
Like,
much
it's-
what I'm hearing is
Because like they're like on the FBI, not everybody in the FBI is part of it. It's always like certain people
you have
and
to
a
be
couple
read into
people.
the program, right?
Yeah,
Highly influential.
yeah. So like some of these people who are even on the FBI, they don't know what's going on necessarily at the upper part of it. If you're not one of those people, even if you are one of those people, you always still don't know because it's such a big organization.
So, I mean, how do you become part of the deep state?
Yeah, like, are you handpicked or are you like you
I-
volunteer?
I
Just
tried
gotta
to
be a
I tried to
powerful
figure
person.
that I tried to figure that out. There's like no information on. There's like not much information on the deep state. It is
They don't
really
want you to
hard.
know.
And what I just told you is literally like all you can find on the deep state. Like it is a very well kind of covered up. It's talked about, but it's not all there what exactly it is.
I mean, and we're going to talk about it like it is, right? It's a theory. It's not
Yeah.
even a
Yeah, 100%.
actual thing that happened.
Is 100% confirmed that happens. There's
But-
signs that lead to it being real, but again, there's no actual way of how to get into the deep state. It's not like the Illuminati where you do certain things and you can get in or something like that.
Right, and that's what I'm wondering. Like, do I have to become rich? Does this podcast just have to really take off and we have to make billions
You,
of dollars?
you definitely have to be rich and have a lot
get
of money.
to be read into the deep state?
100%.
Or do I have to be rich and do I have to be influential and do I have to have a platform and do I have to, you know what I mean? Like, is there
I think they prefer you don't have a platform, to be honest.
I think you just have to be like really well known
Really well known and rich.
and like influential, rich.
I don't think they want you
know.
as like a center person that talks a
Can't
lot
just
about
be
other
a
things.
nobody. You know.
But you have to be a somebody,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but not the top guy.
That's why it's a lot of like little like higher up members of FBI, but not like the highest members. It's just like
It has to be someone with power.
Here's you had brought up Elon Musk earlier, so here's where my mind.
I was just
goes,
using him as a rich person. I don't know. I
Bezos.
don't think he is.
right, but like even if it was someone like Elon Musk, right?
I don't know.
like,
He does stuff with rocket ships.
you almost like Elon Musk has such a following, right? Look
Yeah.
at Dogecoin,
Right.
right? Back in 2021, like he made a simple tweet and Dogecoin went up from like pennies, literal like 3, 4, 5 cents, skyrocketed up to like 50, 60 cents.
Yeah.
Like he has a platform and he uses his platform,
Mhm.
right? And I think a lot of rich people do more. Like there's more rich people
Yeah.
that use their platform
Mm-hmm.
than the rich people that don't, like Diane
100%.
Hendricks.
100%.
So that's where my question of like
Maybe
How-
she's in it.
maybe, but that's assuming it's even real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And woof woof.
The neighbors are letting their dog out.
Oh.
Gotcha. But like, I don't know. When I think about this, right? Like, if you don't want someone to be using their platform, then that nixes most of your rich people. You know what I mean? unless part of your read-in is you can't use your platform anymore.
Yeah. So if there's any like rich people that are all of a sudden just kind of slowly get off, it
But-
could be part of that too.
I mean, like if we think about this honestly too, is money talks. Just
100%.
100%. If I were to come up to you and I were to say, I'll give you $1 million if you do
Mm.
X, Y, Z, right? Like, and it
Yeah.
really depends. Like, everybody has a price for something, right? And so, I guess my question would be like, if money talks as much as it does, like, isn't that where the lobbyists come in? And isn't that where can't that be construed as a deep state rather than actually having a deep state?
Like I said, I don't know. It's like I said, it's really hard. Like the information I told you is pretty much all the information that I can really tell you because it's just a
If the deep state exists, of course they
Yes.
want to keep it under wraps.
yes,
Right?
yeah,
But what I'm hearing, in my opinion, is I'm hearing a lot of lobbying because money talks.
oh, 100% a lot of lobbying. That's mainly what it is. But
Like,
yeah,
I mean, Kyle, if I were to come to you, if you were a senator, right,
Mm-hmm.
and I were to come to you and say, "Hey, man, I've got $1 million with your name on it, right? $1 million with your name on it, and I'll give." I don't exactly know fully how lobbying works. Like, I'm not too into it, you know. But if I'm giving you $1 million and I just need you to vote yay on something, right?
Right.
You're more apt to vote yay on it as a, you know, and that's just you as a lowly guy. Like, or we're probably talking millions of dollars as a collateral or however lobbying works.
but
right?
the way the
Like,
deep state
Yeah.
works is so you vote for that person, but then if you change your view on something else that they don't agree with, you're dead. Lobbying, you're not dead. They just take away their funding from you. Like the deep state is, if you go off of what they want you to go, you're
They can
dead.
put a hit on you.
Yeah, like they'll take you out. So
No
that's the difference.
mercy.
That's the difference between like that and that, because you're not
And-
going their way.
And then in the same hand, you know, if they take you out, then they have a means of covering it up too.
Yeah,
Like, oh, he overdosed or it was
Mm-hmm.
an accident. You know what I'm saying? Because then that means that they have, you know, people that can do that. So
Right.
so they got more people in their pockets. You know.
yeah. I don't know. Just to me, it sounds a lot like
it's 100% a lot of lobbying. There's a lot of lobbying going on within it, but
It's a subgroup within another subgroup.
yeah,
Right.
it's they say it's
I
the
don't know,
group of the elites.
But if it's for the elites, then Elon Musk must be in it, right? He's an elite,
You're right. But who knows? Who knows?
right? And that's why it's like,
But again, so Elon Musk could be in it, but then he uses his platform to try to help control, the public, the general public, and stuff. That could be another thing too. Is he be a part of it, and their strategy with him is to make him seem like he's against it and all this stuff, and then try to influence the general public.
all I'm gonna say is, deep state, if you exist,
Please don't kill us.
please don't kill us.
We don't
But
have that much
also-
money.
None of us are suicidal, so if any of us die,
But also, please make this podcast go viral.
We're not influential.
yeah, we're not influenced.
Elon, if you're listening, shout us out.
Elon, if you're listening,
If
here's
you're
my
listening-
routing and account number.
We're the next Dogecoin.
Elon, if you're
Rally
listening,
Dogecoin again. I've got-
Please
still got
come
some
on.
stakes
Please
in
come
that.
on our podcast so we can take off. I would love to have Elon Musk on the podcast. That'd be
Take off.
awesome.
Can you
Billy, you see what you just did there, right?
Yeah, we would literally take off.
Shooting for the stars, boys
Yeah.
and girl.
Yeah. Maybe one day. One day when everybody.
One day we'll have Joe Rogan.
yeah.
I'll be on Joe Rogan podcast.
We'll all be on Joe
Oh,
Rogan.
jeez.
I will be on Joe Rogan.
All of us
podcast.
together.
I'm going to do a comedy set down in his.
Yeah.
Comedy
You
club.
and your stand-up comedy, Ben.
Yep.
In your dreams.
I was just about to
You,
say something
you
similar.
will all be eating those words when I.
Okay.
Not you.
Hey, you know what? Just
you
don't
don't.
forget about
What do
us.
you do?
We'll be on there for the fire putter outer.
Fire putter outer.
The
Aqua Flame.
Aqua
Which we will not get into more right now about what that is. You'll probably hear more about it later on.
We will be our
Sadly.
first advertisement.
Yes.
We our own first
Well,
advertisement.
we got to actually develop the product first.
Yeah, it's coming along.
Yeah. But no, I think that's a good wrap for today's episode.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you have a happy and safe New Year coming up.
Yeah.
And just,
Safe travels.
safe travels wherever you're going, whether you're going home, whether you're
Eat lots of food.
going somewhere. Eat
Yep.
lots of food. Get really full. Make sure those Christmas leftovers are well used.
Make
All
some
that
good
weight you
memories.
lost.
Right
gain it back.
before the new year, where the gyms are packed with everybody
Yes.
trying to start over, and then by January you have your OGs
It-
back.
So
It's by like January.
mid-January, yeah. Like
It
everybody
dips
just-
off.
Everybody kind of tapers out.
Like they go for like
They're
the
like,
first
"Ooh."
couple.
But hey,
for
Yeah,
like 2
just
weeks.
not it.
I
like,
guarantee
yeah, no.
them gyms bank on that first month.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's a
For
subscription
that
service, or those
month.
ones that are subscribed for a year. So you sign up
Oh,
for a
yeah.
whole year, and then they don't go, and
Yeah. Yeah.
they make all their money back.
But yeah, just be safe at your New Year celebration. I hope you had a Merry Christmas, and we will be back at you
This episode.
in next
5.
episode next Wednesday, a couple days after New Year's.
Yeah.
So
We'll see you all next year.
see you next year.
Next
The
year.
next time you'll hear our voices will be next year.
All right, and with that, follow us on social media. We have our Instagram.
Kindling Conversations.
We have our TikTok.
Kindling conversations.
We have our Facebook.
At Kindling Convos.
Or you can also search Kindling Conversations.
Kindling Conversations.
Stay tuned. We are still working on getting a Discord and website and everything going. So more information on that to come, hopefully, next year.
Yeah.
Actually, it will be next year for sure. But we'll catch you all on the next.
Thanks for listening. See ya.
Deuces.
Doodles.
Bye.